Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dialog, and today in this video we're going to complete the whole HTML page. I have calculated the whole of the HTML tags in my notepad. You can see in my screen. So let's begin with the tags. These are the most important tags that we use in our every web page. I have just fed up with the whole extra tags aside and made it the useful tags in the notepad. So the first one we can see is the doc type defines the document type. For example, if we do have the image, then definitely we do assign the image as .png, .jpg. If we have the video, then they .mk4, .mp4, and these kind of things. So when we are making an HTML page, then we definitely you need to have the document type, which is the doc type. So let's begin. I'm going to make a new file, gonna save it. I'm using the VS Code for it. HTML all tags.html. .html is the extension. Let's save it. And here you see. So gonna you see the when I press the exclamation mark, it gives me the whole. Well, I have installed some of the extensions of the VS Code in my VS Code because the extension helps me a lot in my MS abbreviation and a lot of things. So firstly, we do have the doc type, which is HTML. It's telling the browser, it's telling the community of the browser that we are making a web page. We have designed the web page. So let's begin it. So we have the doc type HTML. That these are every tags we will discuss later. So the first tag we have is the anchor tag. Defines a hyperlink. So let's use this anchor tag. This A is anchor tag. Anchor. So this is, and I'm going to use a style link. This google.com, and over here we are going to type google. This is anchor tag. So we need to see this. Let me go. Yeah, here is the file. I'm opening this in my. So when I click over here on my top on the bottom of my browser, you can see over here that it's taking me to the google.com. Well, that's fine. We know that my internet isn't working. So you see the google.com is working. So let's go back. Let me HTTPS. Now do it. And it will take me to the google.com. You see? So hooray, finally we did. Let's go back. Let's go back to our other the audio. We will do this later at the end of the video because right now I do not have any audio file in my computer. I will install it later and we'll turn it on the video. So let's go back. So the B tag, B stands for the bold. So we are going to use the define bold text. Yeah, here we have the B tag. This is bold text. We have over here, let's gonna reload it. So you see, you can also see that the text has been bold. Finally we did it. The next one is the BDO, and the property we have in the BDO is direction. So overrides the current text direction. Let's go back and BDO. You see, it automatically gave me the property B direction, and I'm going to give the direction right to left. This will go right to left. Let's see, I'm gonna reload it. You see, this will go right to left. The direction has totally changed. And over here we have the next text, the block cut. The block cut defines the section that is coded from another source. For example, you're using the code of another site, then we must have to tell our page that we have copied this this code from another file. So for that we will use the block cut. Block cut. This has been used from another another document. Well, that's perfect. I'm gonna reload it. You see? So, what the difference we can see? The difference we can see is that in our after our a tag, anchor tag, bold tag, and the video, we could not see the space between them. Just a minor space. There's not even a single space between them. And after using the block code, it's automatically turned up my whole things to the next line and automatically gives it a huge space. So that is done. So we're going back to our next tag, which is BR. Let's do this. BR means it will break your line. So we are going to use it BR. Remember, over here after the anchor tag, I have used the BR. I have anchor tag. You can see finally we have succeeded. So after anchor tag, we have another line. Let's try it over here too. After the ball tags, we have, yeah, here. So you see, finally we have been succeeded. Let's go back to our file. The next is the button. Define the clickable button. So let's make a button. So click me. We have made a button. Whoops. Let's go back and reload it. So you see, we have a click me button. I'm clicking over it. So finally we have succeeded. The next tag, the DAO, defines the text that has been deleted from the document. Let me copy yeah, for this thing, and let's DAO. I'm just gonna capitalize it. The DAO will let us know that this thing has been. You see, finally, that the text has been deleted from a document. It's showing after the midline between it. Sorry for that. The next tag is detail summary. Well, that is not probably more used, but we can do that too. Let's do this. The details has the summary. Click here. It will allow the users to just see it. Click here, click here, click here. You see? Then we have the toggle. After clicking here, we can see. The next tag we have is the div tag. So this is the div tag is one of the most important tags of HTML. So it will tell us that the div is a division. Div stands for the division. This is a division, this is a division, and this is a division. This is an image which is in the division. This is a text which is in the division, and this is the audio file which is in the division. So whenever we use or we do something, then we always pack that in the div. So this is the div tag. Let's copy the lorem ipsum full paragraph. In this we can have that. Let me copy that paragraph, the first paragraph. Let's copy it and just paste it. That's so long. Well, this next line will not be shown in the web page because this is just a code. The code is totally different from the web page. Let's reload it. So here you see. So in the div tag, we have the text. I'm gonna close that because that was useless. So the next is the dialog. Dialog defines a dialog box or window. So let's try this one. Dialog. Well, it's not showing me in the Emmet. I'll make my own. Dialog. Open. This is dialog box. So when we reload it, so here you see, and when I minimize my screen, oh sorry, that minimize. When I just turn around this is always in the center. So you see, this tag will allow us to make the text in the center, the dialog box. And when I remove the property open, let's remove it. and check it. So you see, it is just invisible. So open has a brief role in it. Let's go back to our tags, and the next is DLDTDD. The define the description list, description term, and description value. So okay, so we are going to use DL. Inside it, we are going to use D. Sorry, the next text was DT, DT. All right, and DD. So let's do it. Yeah, we are. This is Tom. This is the real value. And yeah, now I'm gonna reload it. So here we go. This is the term, this is the value. Value has automatically the space. And when I just do copy, well, tab, give me a second because we need to correct the indentation. Yeah, now I'm gonna copy it, pasting it, the term, the real value. I'm going to change it from the previous one. That's why I was doing that. So you see the heading is always on this, and on the DD the value we have a natural space. So let's go back on our HTML page. The next is the EM, define and emphasize text. Let's do it. Let's try this one. EM, this is emphasized text. Gonna reload our web page. You see, it's in the italic, and it's like you can see this text is somehow a bit bold, but our emphasized text is totally simple. So go back to our HTML tags, and these are H1 to H6 defined HTML headings. These are the most important tags. Like the div was important, same as the case with the H1 and H2, and these are the headings. Let's try this one. H1, H1. This is heading 1. Gonna copy, save it, and let's refresh it. You see, this is heading 1. Now let's try heading 2. Gonna copy it. This is H2. So H2 tag, heading 2, H3. Let's try the H3 one. Heading 3, and the last we're going to try is the H6 because that was the last one. This is heading let's close that one. Sorry, was that? This is heading 6. Gonna save it, and let's do this one. And here you see, slowly by slowly the headings are getting down by down, and this is the heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. So we can see the results, that's why. So the next is the head contains metadata information for the document. So in the head, we already have the head tag. It contains the metadata. It tells the computer, that it tells even the browser too, that this is the web page. So whatever we are having in the head, we are like we in the body, whatever we want to show in our web page, we have that in our body. But whatever we want to show to our browser in the backend, to our computer for better understanding, we use the head tag. So you can see over here in the head tag, I do not have any tag. I do not have the showing a property, but for the browser understanding, I have those tags. So you can see that. So I have briefed it. Let's go to the next one. So the next one is the header. Yeah, header is important. Defines a header for a document or section. So I'm going to use a header. Header is always on the top. Header, welcome, hello, hello, caps lock, hello world. This was the header. Let's reload it, and you see this one is my header. It's already, so you can also see even the text size between this and this one. However, this is just a static text, but in the header we always define. So if you want to, if we header of web page in HTML, I will show you some of the images. The here you can see in this image we can clearly see that this one, this thing, the red, the red thing is the header. So I can show you the more best this thing. This whole thing's Geek for Geeks, Home, About Us. This whole thing is the header. So we are done with it. Let's go back, and in over here, the next tag is HR. Define the thematic change in the content. The thematic change in the content. Let's do that. All right. Well, if I use the HR, the HR text automatically give a static line on the web page. So let me show you the line. You see, here we have the line, the HR. So let's do that again. After the button, HR. And when I'm gonna reload, you see, after the button, it's showing the next line. So we're done with it. The I defines a part of the text in an alternative voice or mode. I definitely as B stands for bold, the I stands for italic. So let's do the I one. I, this text is italic. Uh, this is not italic. Yeah, here, like, let's go and reload it. So you see, this text is italic in this direction. So we have, so finally we're done with it. So the next tag is iframe, defines an inline iframe. Let's do this one. iframe. Well, the source we are going to use is the Google. Let's copy this. Let's copy this reference. Sorry. href is equals to border. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go to back to our web page, and I could not see anything. This is let's do that again. Control Z. Source. In the iframe, we are going to. Well, okay. Let's do this. Anchor tag. The copy this one. Copy this one, and let's try this one. Let's see if the results will work fine. Then okay, still not working. I don't know why. Let's let me check this. Well, we will do this at the end of the video. Let's check on the Google iframe tag w3 schools. Let's do this one, and let's see why our work it wasn't working. Oh, I see. We need to put. All right, now I got it. Now I totally got it. Let's do this. Let me copy this one and paste this in the source. Let's remove it. Let's inline it, and here gonna reload it. Still not working. That isn't fair. Let's copy this code. Let's copy this code and paste it here. I don't really know the why it's not. Oh, you see that Google refused to connect. It was working, but it wasn't. Google refused to. You see the. Well, let's try another one, another trial. Close this one, and well, that was fine. I'm going to just remove it. We have tried the iframe. The next one is the image defines an image. Let's use the image tag. Image. It's giving me the source. Let's give it to the source. Which image is the best one? This one, the image tag and property. Which file is it? This is the PNG file. So 14.png in the 40. Let's firstly we have to give we have to give the directory properties. It's coming from C users. It's coming from this. Then the file name. Um, Whoops, I do not really remember from. Well, oof, this is so headache. I couldn't find in my keyboard, so I'm going to just copy and paste it. I have pasted here and 14, 14. Let's gonna type it 14 though the extension of the file is .png. Okay, so let's type that is .png. So let's reload it, and you see that here we have our. We can also give this the width and the width and the height to our file, but we do not really need that. We have given the image. But we must try that too. The width of the file must be 200 and the height must also be 200. Let's reload it. So here you see that an image is just 200 into 200 pixel. For the instance, I'm going to just comment it. So you see the image is working so fine, so fine. Okay, that's perfect. So let's move toward the next one. The next tag is the field set, legend, label, and input. Well, that's a form. Let's do this. We're going to make a whole form, the login form, the sign up form, whatever you may say. The form, action, we don't need an action. So the first tag is the field set. Field set. Inside the field set, we have the legend. The legend. This is no, we need to type sign up in the legend, and label. All right, let's do the label one. Label for username. Inside after the label we have the input tag, type text, and for ID we are typing the username, and the placeholder, enter your username. Well, that's perfect. So let me tell you what is happening over here. On the label we are telling that you are a label of this input for the ID username. You got it? And after that we are going to use another. Let's copy it. I have copied it. And we have another is the password. The type is also password. The ID is password. Like we are telling this label is for this ID for this tag, and enter your password. Let's save it and see our output. So here we see that this is in the, let me tell you. So you see in the field set, this is all the field. This is the field. In the field set we have the legend sign up. So this was the legend which has the border side around it, and we have the label, enter your username, and we have the wait a minute, we have enter your username, username asterisk. Let's copy. No, we don't need to copy. Let's maximize it. Gonna copy it, paste it over here, asterisk, and yeah, here we go. Here is the password. Yeah, we are done. So gonna maximize it, and you can see this, that this tag is coming with this one. So finally we have succeeded. We can also add the BR tag. BR will make the next pair password thing to the next line. Let's use another. And so here you see it. This is enter your username, enter your password. The password cannot be seen, but the username can be seen. So here we finally succeeded. I hope that you got it, and you the legend, the whatever we have written in the legend, it will be shown up like this. So finally we have been succeeded. The next tag is the ULLI, means another list item. Define another list having list item. So let's make an order list. In the code we'll go again, and after the form we'll make UL. Inside UL means on order list. So the next thing is the list item LI. This is the first. This is first. Just make another list item. This is first. This is second. This is third one. And this is the fourth one. So here we see. Let's go back to our HTML page, refresh it, and you can see the unordered list. We have the dot sign with it, which is the list item. So the next tag we have is the OL, means order list. Order list. Okay, let's design that order list. Let's copy it and let's make an order list. UL will be converted into OL, and we have definitely the LI, means list item. Okay, back to our web page and refresh it. So here you see 1, 2, 3. It's automatically by default giving the lining number 1, 2, 3 to its list item. So I hope that you got it. This one too. So the next we have is the link. Defines the relationship between a document and an external resource. So when we just want to use any other file, for example, a CSS file. Wait a minute. Link. It's giving me the style sheet reference. I can give here the in the reference tag property. I can give any file name. For example, my file .css. So here I can attach the file. However, we cannot see on the web page. When I will reload it, I could not see anything, because this is because well, in the head tag there cannot be seen anything, because it's telling the browser this is the information you can fetch from, but this is not cannot be helpful in the body tag. So go back to our meta tag. Defines meta tag about HTML tag. The meta tag is already used in our, yeah, here. Meta chart set, UTF-8, compatible, i.e., yeah, we can see viewport, width, initial. These are the meta tags that are telling that this is a browser page. This width must be assembled to the whole browser. This can be seen to this limit, and this whole is a web page we are working on. So I hope you got it. So the meta tag is in the head. We are not useful. We are not more concerned with it. So the next tag is the nav. Nav is the most important, because you know we design multiple navigation links. So it's after the header. It's always after the header. Nav in the navigation. We can say the first in the navigation tag. The first is the anchor tag. We are making home. In the home we can give this link. In the home, let's copy and paste it. Yeah, finally. So the next, again anchor tag, and let me give you another code. We can use this one. We can use this one too. Yeah, finally, if it's about us, this is for an instance, but I'm just adding for the example. This is not for the critical conditions. And the next tag, we can we can use the OSC my company link. We are going to put it over here. Contact us. Contact us. So gonna back to my web page. Going to reload it. Where is the it's on the above. So you see, it's all these all are in the one line. Let me, for the better understanding, let's add a bar. From the bar we can differentiate between all of them. Yeah, you see, in the bottom over here you can see the link. It's going to Google, it's going to WT School, and it's going to LSE. So when I click on the contact us, it's redirecting me to my website, which I have already opened. When I click on home, it will redirect me to the Google. So this is the name bar. We're done with the name bar. So the next link is the select and the option, define an option in the drop down list. Let's make a drop down list. Uh, Select name ID, name, select, we can say Lala. My name, this is my name we are using. The option is the drop down list. Option value is car, my cars. Let's use another option. The value is car, and the airplane, airplane, my airplanes. And we are going to use another option. The value is bike. So my the terminal has been opened. Let's close that, and my bike. Let's go back. You see, my airplanes, my bike. Finally, we have succeeded. So in the select option, we have the options. We have the drop down. Cars, my airplanes, my bike. Finally succeeded. So the next other thing is the small tag. Define the small text. Let's do this. This is a minor text. I mean, this is the minor thing we can do. Small. This is small text. Let's go back to our web page. You see, this text is the default text. Well, we have. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Yeah, finally back. Actually, my cat was irritating me. She was not allowing me to make the video, but I cannot be possessed myself from stopping it myself. So the style, define the style information for a document. So let's do this one, style. Let's go back. In the above, the style tag will always be used in the head tag. So if we are going style, the whole body, we are calling the body, background color, mm, the background color. Let's select from here this one. Yeah, this is fine. Font, font family, font size must be well, we can say 40 pixel. This is by default, and now I'm going to reload it. So you see, every text has been 40 pixels. So in the style tag, we can use the, well, this is for the instance. I'm going to just comment it for not using it, because the outlook of our previous page has been destroyed. So we are back to our page. You have seen the output, the sub and the sub defines subscripted super subscripted text. So let's use this one. Where is this? Yeah, here we go. The sub, this This is subscripted, sub. This is superscripted, superscripted. Yeah, go back to our HTML page, and you see this tag has been for the better understanding. Let's use the BR tag, means the break the line. In the break line, we can see this is no, this is still not fine. BR again. In the BR again, let's reload it. So you see, now we can see clearly that our subscripted is in the down and our super subscripted is in the above. So when I use it again, when I use a normal tag, for example, P, this is paragraph. Gonna reload it. And here you see that this is the normal text, but this is going beyond the limit and this is going above the limit. So finally we have been succeeded. Let me add something here. To this is a file having the unknown resource. Let's save it, and I'm going back to my HTML page, and you see now we can clearly see our output that the subscripted is going beyond the limit and the superscripted is going above the limit. So we can clearly see this one. So the next tag we are using is a table, table row, table heading, table data. Let's make a table. Let's make a table. The table tag having the first thing we have the table row. This is tr. Inside the tr we have the table heading. This is table heading. The next heading, th. This is another heading. And after table row, let's do the again table row. And over here we can add the table data. This is table data 1. Let's add the other one. This is table data 2. For the better understanding, I have made a table. So you see, well, it's very hard to understand. Let me add the border. Well, that's not seems to be perfect. Let's copy from the Google border of table in HTML. Let's open it up. And from here we can also get the, yeah, from in this style. Let's copy this one and paste it to our style. We have already used the style tag. Yeah, we're done. Let's reload it, and here you see that we have the border around it, and now we can easily see the difference between it. Now if I will add another line, for example another table row having the table data, this will work fine. Let's see, it will give another table row which has the data beneath it. So we're done with it. So finally the next thing is the text area. Text area defines a multi-line input control. Let's do this one in the table. In text area, the name is, we can give this a random name, text area. The ID is hello. The call span is 40. The rows are 60. I'm just giving this for instance. Now save it. You see, oh my god, that's so That's really huge. Column was fine. The column was fine, but the rows must be 10. That because the line we have used was used. Yeah, that's now perfect. Let's give this a column, more column. If we'll give more column, 60. Let's see how's it. So finally, you see it can increase even. It can even increase, decrease or increase, whatever. Oh, whoops. Yeah, this is fine. So we're done with the text area. So the next thing we have is the title. Define a title for the document. Title is the one of the most important because it's a major concern. So in the title, can you see here? Can you see the document written over here in the HTML tag? The border of the table, the HTML table border is the try it editor. So we are this the document which we can see over here is the title. So if I change this document, my website, if I do this, then over here you can see the my website. So you see finally. So in the title we can change the name of the site. We can change the name of the site. The next tag we have is the U. The U stands for the underline text. If we want to underline anything, then we will use underline underline text. Underline text, and let's reload it. And you see this text has been underlined. Let's give a BR for not misleading. Yeah, here it's on the new line. It's having the underline. The next tag we have is the variable. This is not most important, but we have to use it. Well, let's p tag. This is variable b. This is variable b. So let's reload it again. You can see it's in the it's not that bold, it's not that italic, but it's somehow italic. So if it is used for variable a, so gonna reload our page. You can see we have two variables over here. The last and the least tag we have is the video. Okay, let's do this one, video tag. All right, now if I do really remember, then I do not have the video. Let's download a random video from the internet. Video for custom video. Custom video. Custom video. I have to download this. Well, that's such a full thing to do. Let me check maybe in my computer if I will have any video. Nope, this is so impossible. Well, so fine. For now, I do not have any video. Let's static video download from Google. Static video. Let's see. Here maybe we will find it, but the method I'm telling, well, I cannot see anything. Well, anyway, the method we do have for the video is the same as we use the image tag. So we don't need to have to bother that too. So I hope that you got all of the tags. I've summarized them, and if you have any query, then please let me know in the comment section. And if you do really like it, then support it by subscribing it. And see you next in the next tutorial. Thank you, take care, and bye bye.